Two U.S. senators gave local steelworkers hopeful messages when they met in Weirton Tuesday. Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Ohio's Sherrod Brown gave updates about the pending anti-dumping trade case targeting imports from 8 countries. Officials said the trade case gives Cleveland-Cliffs the opportunity to make a significant investment to make Weirton competitive for years to come. Senator Brown says the laws are there and we just have to make sure they are enforced. Senator Manchin said, "If you don't have steel, you don't have a country." The Business Development Corporation of the Northern Panhandle is receiving a huge multi-million-dollar grant for infrastructure improvements. The U.S. Department of Commerce awarded a $3.1 million EDA grant to support the expansion of the Beach Bottom Industrial Complex. The grant is going towards a massive restoration project for the remaining part of the building. Even on the state level, grants like these create a huge economic impact that trickles down to the other counties in the Northern Panhandle. They hope to put the project out to bid in the next 6 to 8 months and get shovels in the ground shortly after that. This project will be matched with $781,585 in local funds and is expected to create or retain 220 jobs and generate $18 million in private investment, according to officials. Orchard Park Hospital in Wheeling has officially opened its doors to patients and will fulfill a large need for psychiatric care for children in surrounding communities. The 30-bed psychiatric hospital will provide desperately needed mental health care for children and teens ages 5 to 17 in West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. The services provided will reduce the burden on local emergency rooms, where local children in mental health crises are sometimes housed for days without receiving appropriate psychiatric care. Officials of the Children's Home of Wheeling created Orchard Park Hospital in response to the call for youth crisis services. The hospital has also created some 40 new jobs for the area, including nursing, direct care, maintenance, and cooking positions. Pope Francis has named Steubenville Bishop Jeffrey M. Monforton as the 32nd auxiliary bishop for the Archdiocese of Detroit. Bishop Monforton said, quote, "This appointment is bittersweet for me. My hometown is Detroit, and I look forward to going home and to serve the faithful of Detroit. At the same time, I have come to know and to love the good people of the Diocese of Steubenville, from Carroll County in the north to Lawrence County in the south. It has been my distinct pleasure and profound joy to serve the faithful of the diocese for 11 years as their shepherd. The people of the Diocese of Steubenville will always remain in my prayers and have a special place in my heart." End quote. Pope Francis has also appointed Bishop Emeritus Paul J. Bradley to serve as Apostolic Administrator of the Diocese of Steubenville effective immediately. Bishop Bradley served as the Bishop of the Diocese of Kalamazoo for 14 years, and for 5 years before that as Auxiliary Bishop for the Diocese of Pittsburgh. Bordas & Bordas presented a $10,000 check Tuesday to the Oglebay Foundation representing the proceeds from the 2023 Bordas & Bordas Amateur Golf Classic. The money will go towards supporting the foundation's access to the park scholarships. This is a program that provides low-income Ohio County children and an accompanying adult with free year-round admission to all the activities at Oglebay and Wheeling Park. Thanks to Bordas & Bordas, all children, regardless of their circumstances, can enjoy various activities at Oglebay and Wheeling Park, such as miniature golf, kayaking, ice skating, visits to the Good Zoo, and much more. The Foundation's Access to the Parks program supports more than 20,000 visits to Oglebay and Wheeling Park by Ohio County children each year. The CEO and president of the Oglebay Foundation said partnerships between the Oglebay Foundation and corporate supporters like Bordas & Bordas allow the institution to carry out one of its main missions.